Today I wanted to make a video talking about a theory I have for Dragon Age 4, or whatever it is called, in the next installment of the Dragon Age franchise, if they do indeed make Dragon Age 4. I have a feeling that one of my biggest theories is that it's going to be centered around the Quanari launching a full-scale invasion on Thedas. Like pretty much just a giant war between Thedas and the Quanari. And throughout the series there's been hints and little references indicating that this could happen and this is where the series was heading towards. And honestly, with the stuff we've seen in Trespass about the Quanari, something to do with the Quanari coming into Thedas, there's something big happening between a Quanari force and the Inquisitor. I highly doubt that is the Quanari invasion that we were all anticipating for such a long time, especially if it's an expansion. I just think the Quanari invasion is way too big to have in, well, pretty much what we've known is a 5 to 10 hour DLC for Inquisition. I believe it needs its own game. I mean, when you think about the Quanari invading Thedas is essentially a world war in that setting. It is giant. I mean, the scale itself would be unbelievable. And I really do hope that this does happen, because think about it, in all the Dragon Age games, we haven't really seen that much of Thedas. Honestly, we really haven't. We've seen a lot of Ferelden. Most of Dragon Age has been based in Ferelden. We've seen bits of Orlais. I understand, technically a lot of half the areas in Inquisition were in Orlais, but we still haven't seen that much, really. Most of it was either Desert or Empire Dolan, which was just a giant snow-covered area. And like the Emerald Graves and all that, that was technically the Dales. Orlais itself we haven't seen too much of. And I would really love to see some more cities and some more buildings myself for Orlais, but that's not the point. The point is we've seen a lot of Ferelden, we've seen a bit of Orlais. We were in Kirkwall and the Free Marches, but that's all we've really seen of the Free Marches, really. But if they do indeed go with Quanari invasion in Dragon Age 4, it'd be the perfect time, that'd be the perfect way to introduce all these new areas that we still haven't visited. Especially, see if the Quanari do launch their attack, this is what I think is going to happen. I personally think that I doubt we're going to play on the side of Quanari unless they give us the choice, but more than likely we're going to be on the side of Thedas. That's just what I think, honestly. And if that's the case, I think we're going to start into Finter, because as we all know, the Finter and Quanari do not like each other, and if the Quanari are going to attack anyone first, it's going to be them. So it'd be interesting. First of all, I would love to see the Finter, as I'm sure a lot of you Dragon Age fans would. It's one of the areas we've heard so much about. It has shaped so much of what is the Dragon Age society and lore. And just to see it with our own eyes would be incredible. Just to see how the politics works, to see how their chantry and all that stuff works. It would be just so interesting to see, and I think it would look badass. As well as that, we would, I'm guessing, get to see Parvolan, another place I am dying to see personally, and I'm sure a lot of you are. Because it's the centre of the Quanari lifestyle. It is their, pretty much their home base, their capital, and it'd be very cool to see. See these two, the Parvolan and the Finter, these are the two areas that most people want to see most, because the cultures are constantly talked about, referenced throughout the series, and we just want to see the home capitals of each one. And I would really love it, because we've spent so much time with Ferelden and Orlais. We know we understand their culture and all that, and we understand the culture of Quanari and Finter a little, but to actually see how they live, the type of style that they live, their culture and all that would really open our eyes to a whole new facet and world of Thedas. And as well as that, I'm guessing the other areas that would open up would be I think the island of Saharan, that would have to be there, because the Finter and Quanari are constantly fighting and struggling for that one area. And I would also like to see Navarra. If the Quanari are going to launch in the phase, and every part of Thedas will have to join together. And Navarra is it's not spoken as much as say to Finter, but it is an area, it's such a big area. I believe, it is said, I believe in the World of Thedas, Volume 1, that Navarra is the one state that is powerful and large enough to challenge Orlais. I believe it's that and to Finter, or maybe Ferelden, but Orlais feel kind of threatened by Navarra simply because they have the power and they're probably large enough to be a rival to them if they choose. And the culture in Navarra is so awesome. First of all, one of my favourite characters is from, well, comes from there, Cassandra Pendergast. So the Pharaoh, basically from there, it has a culture of dragon slayers. They practice some form of mummification, and the whole place just sounds so intriguing, and their culture will be another one I'd love to see. And of course then we have Antiva, the home of Josephine. Antiva, we've heard all about it. It's a merchant's paradise. When I always picture Antiva, I picture it just a giant port with ships coming in and constant, like, well, what's the word? Vendors and all, they're trying to sell their wares. That's just what I picture. I picture kind of like a pirate setting. And with that being said, there's other areas around Hades that they could use, but that's just a couple of examples of what we could see. And a Quanari Phasing would be the perfect way to see all these places. And saying that, it would also be a great excuse to bring a bunch of our favourite characters back into the fold. Let's be honest, if you're going to do a Quanari Phasing, we're going to have to see a good couple of characters. Like, we don't have to see all the returning characters, but I'm guessing if they do this, we're going to see a good couple. I'm guessing Sten would have to be in there. If he's not in Trespasser, which I hope he is, he's more than likely going to be in this, if this is indeed what Dragon Age 4 is heading towards. I'm guessing we'd see Alistair represent Ferelden in some fashion. Our choices from Who Rules Orlais would probably be there. And a bunch of other characters I'm guessing as well. I'd like to see Isabella, because she has a kind of a sword past a bit with the Quanari. So, again, just don't bring her back as a multiplayer character this time. I mean, why would you have such a big character like Isabella, say you're going to bring her into Inquisition as a multiplayer character? I was like, seriously, BioWare? But that's beside the point. The point is that the Quanari Phasing, if it happens in Dragon Age 4, will be fucking huge. And it will be perfect backdrop to let us explore the rest of Talos as we do, as we all want to. Because we have spent a lot of time in Ferelden. I love Ferelden, but we've spent so much time there that I think we just need to take a break so we can visit it in Dragon Age 4. But let's explore the rest of the areas, because there's so much more to Talos than what we've seen so far. And as BioWare have proved with Inquisition, they can build so many beautiful and diverse and interesting areas to explore. And I just hope they follow through with this fully in Dragon Age 4. And if they do, the one thing I'd ask for Dragon Age 4, please, don't bring power back. See, here's the thing about Inquisition. This is a slight detour. I like the whole power mechanic. I did. The first time. Second time as well. But here's the thing. I love going out exploring, doing the side missions, but I don't sometimes I just want to play through the main story. And when you have something like power preventing me from doing the main story, we have a problem. I understand you wanted to integrate that type of system to make Inquisition feel like they have to earn respect and power in their standings in order to go to these areas, but from a gameplay point, it kind of ruins the flow of the story a bit. Like, I'm not saying to get rid of it completely, but find a better way to integrate it so it doesn't. So if someone wants to just go through the story, they can do that, or they can go do a side mission and the story. Give the player a bit of choice in that way. But that's just a small thing. The whole point is, I'm very excited for Dragon Age 4, and if the Quanari Phasing does happen, I think it's the logical thing to happen next, because after Inquisition, I'm guessing after Trespasser, there's going to be something big is going to happen to end Trespasser, I'm guessing, and I'm fully convinced that the Quanari Phasing is not going to be in Trespasser. It'll be a faction, but I highly doubt it'll be the full scale of Phasing we're waiting for. So I'm guessing that Trespasser will be a lead on in to the Quanari War, and I hope it is, because if it is, it'll be epic. But as again, this is just a theory for now. A theory hopefully comes true, but that's all I want to say. If you like it, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.